What's going on, guys? Just finished watching the Illawarra Hawks game. Final score: they lose by what was it? They lose by 5 points. Score was 76-81. It's been a few games since I did a takeaway on these NBL Lamelo Ball games. Did watch most of the game. I think I missed like the first 2 minutes or so of the game. First quarter, the Hawks, which is the team Melo plays for, were on fire. I think they were shooting somewhere in the 70% range. They were on fire. They were definitely on fire. They were running. The offense was looking real good. Defense was looking okay. Although the other team was still kind of close in the first quarter, their offense was looking really good. And towards the end of the first quarter, though, I think when they made that big run at the end of the first quarter, Lamelo Ball was actually on the bench. They had a young guy. Man, I don't know his name, but most of you won't be familiar with their team anyway. So the guys they had at the guard I think, did a good job during that stretch. In this game, Aaron Brooks ends up getting hurt. I believe it was early in the fourth quarter. I think it was early in the fourth quarter. It was either late third or early in the fourth quarter, but they were saying something about, they were hearing that it might be his Achilles, but it isn't confirmed as of right now at the time of me doing this. What else went down? So Josh Boone didn't play this game, which as soon as I heard he wasn't going to be playing the game, I was like, oh, that's probably a plus for them. In the first quarter, it definitely was a plus. They were knocking down shots, moving the ball. I'm trying to think what else was going on. Josh Boone, man, I don't like his game. You know what? At the 5 position on this team, the 5-man has to be able to finish shots. I'll tell you what, who is that? Dang, I forgot his name. Oh, goodness. Not Ogilvy. I think Ogilvy plays the 5. He plays for the Hawks. Conrad, the guy who's kind of balding or whatever. He had a good game. He was playing really good. First half, he had a good game overall, except for 3-point shooting. I think he was 2 of 7 from 3-point shoot. From the 3, most of the game he was 1 for 6, and then towards the end, Lamelo got on the ball. You know what? He might have been 2 for 8 because he did miss another one at the end. Anyway, let me get to the point. Yeah, these guys need a 5-man that can actually rebound. Right now, I know people are going to say what they want to say, but Lamelo Ball is leading his team in rebounds. He also leads the team in steals. You know what? I need to check assists. He might lead them in assists. Well, anyway, at this point, the Illawarra Hawks they're probably going to need another guard. Aaron Brooks looks like he's out. I see somebody in a Twitch chat saying get Jello. I don't think well, you know what? Dang, it just hit me. They miss a lot of shots, man. They miss a lot of jumpers anyway. Right now, LaMelo's strength looks to be going to the hoop, like getting in the lane and going to the basket. If he continues to build his strength, that's going to be great for him because what was I watching? I was watching something, was it Basketball Breakdown? Some YouTuber that breaks down basketball, a coach, or somebody who breaks down basketball. They were talking about how ever since he started to gain strength, he doesn't really veer away from the contact when going into the lane. Against bigger opponents. Yeah, that's playing into LaMelo Ball's strength because he's good at getting to the rack and then scoring or converting it to points by dishing it to an open man. He does that very good. I don't really think teams are worried about his 3-point shooting. If you haven't watched Lamelo Ball prior to, I'd say, this year or whatever, he's always a streaky shooter. He's just a streaky shooter. He's more, to me, he's more of a scorer than a shooter. Of course, against like lower level talent, like high school level talent, like, and in that system that they used to run at Chino Hills, plus a closer 3-point line, you add all those things together and you get a guy who seems like he was a better 3-point shooter back then, even though I say closer 3-point shooting line, but I don't think he ever shot right at the 3-point line. But anyway, he was definitely a better scorer in high school. I remember him dropping 92 points or whatever, but some of that can be contributed to the style of play and the system they ran. Not saying he was like a cherry pick or anything. I think I watched a video where they were saying like he only cherry picked on, I don't know, it was like less than 12 points out of his 92 or something like that. Somebody correct me in the comments, but it wasn't a significant amount. Anyway, this team, dang, I'm all over the place, man. I just finished watching the game. I felt like in the third quarter, they still had a chance to win. Actually, in the fourth quarter, they still had a chance to win. It's tough watching this team sometimes. Oh, their big man, the 5-man, they need a 5-man that can rebound. When David Anderson came in and he was like running the 4, because that guy Conrad, I don't think he should be playing the 4-man. I think he should be playing the 3-man. He hustles. He doesn't always, it doesn't always result in the greatest outcome, but he tries hard. I don't think he's a 4-man, though, especially on defense. They need a good 4-man like David Anderson. I could see he was getting tired in the third and fourth quarter. You could see him getting gas, but he plays really good. David Anderson does. They just need a good 5-man. If they have a good 5-man who can help them secure rebounds and not bobble rebounds, then I think this team could pick up some wins. But as it stands, nah. And then the other thing is finishing at the rim. What is that guy's name? Anyway, the guy with the ponytail for the Hawks, he had a couple opportunities that he missed right at the rim. But still, I don't know. I don't think he's better than Josh Boone overall, but I don't know. Josh Boone, man, he makes some. I just don't like Josh Boone on this team. I don't like Josh Boone. I don't like this team is not good overall. Even with LaMelo and all of that, I'm not singling anybody out. As constructed, this team is just not good. And I think some of his teammates have good potential, but you know what I noticed in the fourth quarter? I noticed that the Hawks still had all their timeouts. I don't know. Is that a coaching thing? Should the coach have called more timeouts or what? Get his guys some. I don't know, man. I kept seeing people complain about LaMelo decision making, even though he made some good decisions. But I'm like, couldn't a timeout have fixed some of that? Like, did you guys not call the timeout at all in the second half? They had all of the timeouts left. I don't know. The game seemed to go at a good pace, so maybe they didn't need them. Anyway, I think overall, LaMelo played pretty good. Sometimes he's a little bit too fancy for what he's supposed to be called on to do. I could see how that coaching staff might get frustrated with that, but for the most part, they let him play freely, so that's that's pretty cool. I think that's a good confidence builder, especially if Aaron Brooks is going to be out. Oh, man, it's going to be scary if Aaron Brooks is out. Aaron Brooks didn't really show up in this game anyway. He didn't do much, at least not much to what he's capable of doing, scoring-wise. So, anyway, hopefully Aaron Brooks is okay health-wise. Don't wish any injury upon anybody. I heard them saying something about Josh Boone might be out all season. Okay, well, I don't think that's going to be a big blow to them. Well, they need another body. I don't know who can come over and play for them. Or I don't even know if they can import any more foreigners, so they just might be out of luck as far as finding a 5-man that can actually rebound instead of having your guard be the leading rebounder. We'll see. That's my thoughts on the game. It's like, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock in the morning here. So, I don't know. I was rambling all over the place. But that's my thoughts on the game. All right, guys. Oh, Melo had 16, 10, and 7.